China's largest military parade to mark the 80th anniversary of the end of the Second World War was a military, strategic and diplomatic show of strength. From the DF-16 intercontinental ballistic missile, from the DF-61 ICBMs with MIRV or multiple independently targetable re-entry vehicles to the robotic dogs, from the counter-drone systems to undersea drones, including the AJX-002, that's 60 feet long underwater stealth drone, to the HQ-29 space defense system, a missile aimed to bring down an enemy satellite. China's signal to the world was they've arrived on the world stage, closing the gap with the United States of America. There are some who say when it comes to technology, China may just be a step ahead in some aspects. There were several world leaders on the stage with the Chinese president, from the Russian President Vladimir Putin to the North Korean Supreme Leader Kim Jong-un. What was also interesting, Robert Fico, the Prime Minister of Slovakia. Incidentally, Slovakia is a member of both the European Union and the North Atlantic Treaty Organization. He also was on stage. We get you more in this report. China's largest military parade ever at the Tiananmen Square. A showcase of power that sent a strong message to the world.
26 helicopters form huge numerical shapes of 8 and 0.
Overhead, helicopters form the number 80, marking 80 years of the end of the Second World War.
Let's begin.
President Xi Jinping, wearing a Mao-style suit, inspected the parade from an open-roof red flag limousine, declaring China's rise was unstoppable.
The Chinese nation is a great nation that does not fear violence, and that stands independent and strong. In the past, when confronted with a life or death struggle between justice and evil, light and darkness, progress and reaction, the Chinese people stood united, rose up in resistance, and fought for the survival of the country, the rejuvenation of the nation, and the cause of human justice.
China unveiled for the first time its nuclear triad, the Dongfeng-5C intercontinental ballistic missile, capable of striking almost across the world. Next, the DF-61 mobile ICBM, and then the JL-3 submarine-launched missile. China also displayed its hypersonic anti-ship missiles, tested against the US carrier mock-ups, called the Carrier Killers. China also showcased its HQ-29 anti-satellite missile. For the first time, 5 variants of the stealth J-20 and the J-35 fighter jets appeared together. This included the twin-seater J-20S. And then there was a swarm of unmanned systems and stealth drones, giant submarine drones, and the robotic dogs designed for combat support. China's Navy also unveiled the KJ-600 early warning aircraft, a major boost to the carrier's strike power. More than 10,000 PLA troops marched in tight formations, showcasing discipline and China's military might. President Xi Jinping was joined on the podium by Russia's President Vladimir Putin and North Korea's Supreme Leader Kim Jong-un, the striking image of 3 adversaries of the United States standing together. From Washington, D.C., US President Donald Trump hit out at the parade, calling it a conspiracy against the United States. The parade was as much about remembrance of war glory as it was about signaling China's place in the new world order. Bureau Report, India Today.